Have you ever felt like 24 hours in a day just aren't enough? Unfinished plans, unachieved goals, and mounting pressure, all because of one simple reason: time seems to slip away too quickly. But the truth is, time is always fair. The problem isn't how many hours we have, but how we use them. In today's fast-paced world, time management is not just a skill. It's an art. An art that helps us maximize productivity, reduce stress, and, most importantly, create a balance between work and personal life. Successful people don't have more time than we do. They just know how to use it more wisely. So, how can you do the same? How can you make each day count without feeling the regret of unfinished tasks? Stay until the end of this video, because I'll be sharing simple yet highly effective strategies to help you take control of your time, boost your productivity, and live a more fulfilling life. If you're ready to become the best version of yourself, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss valuable content. Now, let's dive right in. Common time management mistakes. 1. Lack of a clear plan. Many people start their day without any specific plan or schedule, working based on impulse or handling tasks as they arise. This often leads to chaos, a lack of control, and wasted time on unimportant tasks. Without a plan, you can easily get caught up in random distractions, losing time without achieving anything meaningful. The solution is to take time to plan ahead, either each night for the next day or at the beginning of the week for the days ahead. 2. Doing too many things at once. Many believe that multitasking helps save time, but in reality, constantly switching between tasks overloads the brain. Multitasking reduces focus, increases the likelihood of mistakes, and makes each task take longer to complete. Instead of juggling multiple tasks, apply the deep work method, dedicating full attention to one task at a time for maximum efficiency. 3. Procrastination. Procrastination is one of the biggest enemies of productivity. Many people tend to delay important tasks until the last minute, leading to stress, pressure, and poor quality results. The causes of procrastination may include fear of failure, laziness, or feeling that a task is too big and difficult to complete. A way to overcome this is by applying the 5-minute rule. Start by working on a task for at least 5 minutes to build momentum. Alternatively, use the Pomodoro technique. Work in focused 25-minute sessions, followed by short 5-minute breaks to maintain motivation. 4. Not prioritizing tasks properly. Some people work based on what they feel like doing, choosing easy or enjoyable tasks first, rather than focusing on important ones. This often results in spending too much time on low-value tasks, while crucial ones are either postponed or rushed at the last minute. To fix this, apply the Eisenhower matrix, categorizing tasks into 4 groups: important and urgent, important but not urgent, not important but urgent, and not important and not urgent, allowing for better prioritization. 5. Failing to control time spent on social media. Social media is one of the biggest time black holes. Constantly checking your phone, scrolling through Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok can make hours disappear without you realizing it. This distraction not only reduces productivity, but also weakens long-term focus. The solution is to set time limits for social media apps, disable unnecessary notifications, and use tools like Forest or Focus a Will to block distractions during work hours. A simple trick is to turn your phone into a productivity tool instead of an entertainment source by using time management, note-taking, or reminder apps instead of social media. Recognizing and addressing these mistakes will help you improve time management skills, boost productivity, and create more value in both work and life. Mastering time management. Strategies for peak productivity. In an era where time is the most valuable asset, effective time management is not just about getting more done. It's about achieving meaningful results with less stress, Those who master this skill find themselves not only excelling professionally, but also enjoying a well-balanced life. However, achieving such efficiency requires structured planning, disciplined execution, and the ability to eliminate distractions. By applying proven techniques such as smart goal setting, task prioritization, and focused work sessions, individuals can maximize their productivity and make every minute count. One of the cornerstones of effective time management is setting clear and actionable goals. And the SMART framework offers a structured way to do this. Goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, ensuring clarity and motivation. For instance, instead of saying, "I need to improve my French," a SMART goal would be, "I will complete a 30-minute French lesson on Duolingo every day for the next 3 months." This approach eliminates vagueness, tracks progress, and fosters commitment. Without clearly defined objectives, people often waste time on unstructured efforts that yield minimal results. Beyond setting goals, prioritizing tasks is essential to avoid feeling overwhelmed. The Eisenhower Matrix, a tool used by highly successful individuals, categorizes tasks into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, do immediately; important but not urgent, schedule; urgent but not important, delegate; and neither urgent nor important, eliminate. Consider a scenario where a manager receives dozens of emails daily. Instead of reacting to every message instantly, they can focus on high-impact tasks first, such as preparing for a crucial presentation, while delegating administrative emails to an assistant. This method prevents the common trap of feeling busy without actually being productive. Another powerful yet often overlooked technique is the 2-minute rule, popularized by David Allen in Getting Things Done, GTD. The idea is simple. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. For example, if responding to an email, confirming a meeting, or filing a document takes only a short moment, procrastination will only lead to an unnecessary buildup of minor but time-consuming tasks. This rule helps eliminate mental clutter and ensures that small responsibilities don't accumulate into overwhelming backlogs. For tasks that require deep focus, the Pomodoro technique is a game changer. This method involves working in 25-minute blocks of intense concentration, followed by a 5-minute break. After 4 Pomodoro cycles, a longer 15 to 30-minute break is taken to allow the brain to recharge. Research shows that the human brain struggles with prolonged concentration, and these structured breaks significantly improve retention and efficiency. Imagine a university student preparing for an exam. Studying for hours without a break leads to diminishing returns, while focused 25-minute study bursts keep the mind sharp and engaged. One of the biggest modern threats to productivity is digital distractions, especially social media. The average person spends over 2 hours daily scrolling through social feeds, often unintentionally. To combat this, setting strict screen time limits and using tools like Forest, which locks distracting apps while rewarding focused work, or Stay Focused, which blocks time-wasting websites, can be extremely effective. A common technique among high performers is the no-tech golden hour, a dedicated period each morning or evening without digital interruptions, allowing for deep work, planning, or personal growth. By consciously restricting social media usage to 30-60 minutes per day, individuals reclaim valuable hours for more meaningful activities. Lastly, the key to long-term improvement in time management is self-reflection and continuous optimization. Keeping a productivity journal or using digital tools like Notion, Trello, or Google Calendar enables tracking progress, identifying inefficiencies, and making necessary adjustments. At the end of each day, taking just 5 minutes to review accomplishments and setbacks fosters a habit of mindful productivity. For example, if a professional finds that meetings consume too much of their time one day, they can reassess their schedule, setting stricter agendas and time limits for future meetings. By incorporating these techniques, individuals not only increase efficiency and output, but also reduce stress and create a sustainable work-life balance. Productivity is not about doing more. It's about doing the right things effectively. Mastering time management transforms not just professional success, but overall life satisfaction, allowing people to work smarter, not harder. How to maintain good time management habits. Time management is not just a skill, but also a habit that needs to be nurtured and sustained over time. Many people start with enthusiasm, but quickly give up due to a lack of maintenance strategies or excessive pressure. To make time management a natural part of life, you need a clear roadmap, apply scientific principles of habit formation, and build sustainable motivation. 1. Start with small changes and avoid overwhelming yourself. One of the biggest mistakes when improving time management skills is trying to change too much too quickly. This often leads to feelings of being overwhelmed and giving up. Instead, start with small but effective steps. For example, if you struggle with procrastination, instead of immediately planning your entire week in detail, try listing 3 key tasks to complete the next day before going to bed. If you want to apply the Pomodoro technique for better focus, begin with 1 Pomodoro session, 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of rest, per day, rather than implementing it for several hours at once. As these small habits become natural, you can gradually expand and refine your approach without feeling pressured. For instance, someone who wants to wake up earlier for more productive mornings can start by setting their alarm 15 minutes earlier each week, instead of abruptly trying to wake up 2 hours earlier. Gradual change allows the brain to adapt more easily, reducing the risk of giving up. 2. Build motivation by rewarding yourself for completing tasks. A reward system plays a crucial role in sustaining long-term habits. When the brain associates completing a task with a reward, it naturally tends to repeat the behavior. Rewards don't need to be extravagant. Sometimes, small but enjoyable incentives are enough. For example, if you finish your daily to-do list, treat yourself to a favorite cup of coffee, an episode of a Netflix series, or a good book. If you maintain a week-long streak of focused work, allow yourself a relaxing evening or a short trip as a reward. A useful tip is to use a personal point system where you track completed goals and, after accumulating a certain number of points, you earn a bigger reward. This helps sustain long-term motivation and provides a sense of accomplishment. 3. Maintain a habit for at least 21 days to form a reflex. Research on human behavior shows that it takes at least 21 consecutive days to turn a new behavior into a habit, and around 66 days to make it an ingrained part of daily life. In the early stages, there will be days when you feel discouraged or tempted to quit, but the key is consistent practice without interruptions. One of the most effective methods for maintaining a habit is the habit chain, where you mark your progress on a calendar each day you complete a task. Seeing an unbroken streak of progress motivates you to keep going. For example, if you want to develop the habit of daily planning, use a notebook or apps like Habitica, Streaks, or Notion to track your progress. Additionally, creating trigger routines can accelerate habit formation. For example, if you want to cultivate a habit of reading before bed, place a book on your pillow so that when you go to sleep, you naturally remember to read a few pages. If you want to establish a focused morning work routine, prepare a clean workspace with a cup of tea or coffee to signal your brain that it's time to start working. 4. Find a companion or group with shared goals for motivation. One of the key factors in maintaining a habit is having external support. When you have a companion or group with similar goals, sticking to a plan becomes easier thanks to mutual encouragement and accountability. For example, if you want to wake up earlier for better productivity, join a morning club where people share their morning routines and achievements. If you're trying to improve time management at work, find a disciplined colleague and set weekly goals together, reviewing progress regularly. Online communities such as Facebook groups on time management or platforms like FocusMate, where you work alongside a stranger via video for accountability, can be excellent sources of motivation. Furthermore, having a progress supervisor can be highly beneficial. For instance, If you commit to completing a course within a month, tell a friend that you will send them weekly updates. Knowing that someone is monitoring your progress increases responsibility and reduces the likelihood of procrastination. Maintaining time management habits is not something that can be achieved overnight, but with the right approach, anyone can make it a natural part of life. Starting with small changes helps you adapt without feeling overwhelmed. A reward system sustains long-term motivation. Persisting for at least 21 days helps solidify habits, and having a supportive group enhances accountability and motivation. Remember, time management is not about working more, but about working smarter. Once you master time management, you will not only enhance productivity, but also have more time to enjoy life. Time is the one resource we can never get back, yet so many let it slip through their fingers. But imagine a life where you are in control, where every moment is spent with purpose, where deadlines no longer feel like a race against the clock, and where productivity leads to real success, not just exhaustion. That life is possible, and it starts with one decision today. The greatest achievers aren't those who work the hardest, but those who work the smartest. Whether it's using the Eisenhower matrix to prioritize, the Pomodoro technique to stay focused, or simply setting clear goals each morning, every small habit you build today is an investment in a more powerful, more capable version of yourself. Don't wait for the right time to start managing your time. It will never come. The best time is now. Choose one strategy, apply it today, and witness the transformation. Your success, your dreams, and your future depend on it. If this inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Share, like, and subscribe so we can continue this journey of growth together. Let's make every second count.